There are two people, a man and a woman. The man has everything he ever wanted, materially. He has infinite money, he can buy everything, he can live everywhere. He has everything. But he's dependent on it. If he lose all of that, he wouldn't be happy anymore. And his life wouldn't be beautiful anymore. You maybe can imagine how a life like that will feel with constant pressure and stress of keeping it. The women don't has everything she ever wanted. In fact, she has not much, but she feels like she lives a fucking beautiful life, and she realized that material belongings don't have anything to do with feeling and experiencing a beautiful life. She truly learned to live with less, and her self-worth doesn't depend on material belongings. Would you rather be the man, or would you rather be the woman? For me, the answer is clear, personally. I heard Stephen Bartlett say in a podcast that the richest people he knows, so the materially richest when it comes to money, are amongst the most unhappy people he knows, and are amongst the most insecure people he knows. We see social media, we see in movies, everywhere. When we go outside, we see these marketing pictures of companies, and we see expensive fast cars, we see people buy big fucking houses, we see people with expensive clothing. Everywhere you go, you see people try to show off things to get validation, hoping it will give them a certain feeling they miss out on, hoping that when other people notice that they have maybe money or other things, that finally a feeling of suffering will go away for them. What I realized is, and I was raised in a Buddhism way, I read books about Buddhism, and I really believe that what Buddhism says is very, very true for the body and for the whole life experience itself. And Buddhist monks are known as like poor, and they are happy with nothing and all of that. When we look at it from a Western civilization point of view, and when you are someone who lives in a Western civilization, like United States or Europe, you are probably someone who has to work for money, or has to try to find a way to get an income. When you're like constantly looking for ways how to get income and how to save your future, like to feel secure in the future, it's really, really easy to think in that material way. When the goal is to live a secure future, when let's say you don't need more than just to feel secure for the future. Maybe you want kids, you need, of course, money for the kids. You want a healthy, good, maybe big family, you need money for that. For me personally, it always was a struggle because I wanted to be fucking independent for the need of money. But I knew that when I want to have a family someday, I need to look for money if I liked it or not. I really thought that the Buddhist thinking of not needing anything would be wrong. What I didn't realize, and what I learned now, is that a Buddhist mindset really, really, really helps your financial thinking and your financial success. It not only helps your mental and physical health, of course, you will live like I of course, I can talk only of my point of view. I'm not in a position to tell you like how to think about the world and everything. But when you realize that the Buddhists are doing what they're doing, not just the Buddhists, there are so many people, especially in the Western countries. They are living from their own like mindset, and they don't believe in any religion, and that's awesome. And I think that's very healthy too. And they don't need much too. They just don't need much. They learned how to live with less. And that's the key here. When you think you need that fucking car, that new car, when you think you need that big house, when you think you need that expensive clothing, you will buy it. Is that good for your financial success? While the Buddhists don't need any of that shit, and they don't buy any of that shit because they don't need it, because they are fucking happy and live in peace. Anyways, they don't need validation from the outside. They don't buy it. What can you do in the Western civilization when you don't buy that shit? What can you do with that money? You can invest it. You can buy more money. So living as a Buddhist in the Western civilization brings you more material success in a ironic way than thinking you need all of that shit and buy it and go maybe in debt. So you invest your money, you buy more money comes, and all of a sudden you're secure for the future. You can feed your family. It's truly amazing that we run after material success and money all the time, but we don't realize that in order to get that material success and that money, we have to let go of needing it. When we think we need it, we always know what to do with that money. Once I win the lottery, I am going to buy that car and this car and the third car and a house and a second house until the money is fucking gone. When you don't know what to do with that money, I think you want to bring yourself in a position where you feel like you are enough with what you are and what you have right now. And once you know you are enough with what you are and what you have right now, your financial growth starts. When our mental health is fucked up, our financial habits are too. That's why in marketing, in all these commercials, they want you to feel anxiety. These companies don't want you to have good mental health and to feel good about yourself. Because when you do, you don't need anything else. But they want you to feel like you need that shit. But you don't. I know. And you know too. Once you are aware of the present moment, every single second, what's hard? For me, it's not possible, but I try. If you would be present every single moment, every single second, you would realize that when someone's trying to bullshit you with some commercials or something, and that's like the curse of living in this Western civilization. You can't get around that. You go outside the house, you go to the city, everywhere you fucking go, you get confronted with marketing and companies and commercials, if you want it or not. And that's tough. That's maybe unfair. And that's where trying to live in the present moment is helping you. And when you realize in every single second that when someone's trying to bullshit you, that it's not good for your mental health, and it's especially not good for your financial health. It's almost like you have to be fucking stupid to buy that. But they want us to feel like we're stupid if we not buy that, even if it's the other way around in reality. So practicing to live with less, needing less, will bring us materially what we wanted. And even if we would come to a point in our lives where we just like feel we need all of that material shit and we need more money, and otherwise we can't live in peace, and we reach that, and there are so many people who did it before us, and you can see that it's not it. You can try to live with less, and you can try to need less right now without being like the richest person on earth, or you can try to be the richest person on earth. Eventually you get there, and you can then try to learn to live with less, but sooner or later you have to deal with that anyways. Because if you want to live a fulfilling and happy and peaceful and joyful and loving life, I believe everyone does, or everyone wants to. If you want to live such a life, you have to deal with living with less and being in peace with less. If you have money or you don't have money, it doesn't fucking matter. And there is so much pain and sadness in the world because of people really try to sell other people that having things is worth something. It's so unbelievably many people believe that and they think they're not enough. And I thought too. That's why I want to spread the message that, in fact, everyone out there, every person in the world, including you, are right now, wherever you are, as you watch that video, are enough. Not just enough. Not just enough. You are way more than enough. As you are right now, with what you have right now, you don't need anything. You don't need anything. When you really understand that, you will feel better. You will be happier. Your suffering goes away. Your body will feel it. So you'll less likely to suffer from sickness. And you will have more money in the future too. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you leave a like, you can leave a comment, and you can subscribe. Thank you very much.